Hi there, I'm a Jester in Black, and I did a run of 3 houses to see just how strong an armored unit could become. On Maddening difficulty, new game, because if a unit can be strong on that, they can be strong on any difficulty. It turns out that if you garden a lot for defense boosts and funnel all of those boosts into a unit with a high defense cap, the answer is very strong.
Can you handle this?
Even late game physical enemies don't pose much of a threat.
Won't work.
And there are lots of tools to play around magic. In fact, even physical bosses can't do any damage.
You'll regret this. Don't work. You're not.
I actually have to allow Gronder Dimitri to do damage to me so that he'll actually use Atrocity. I could even zero that attack out.
Is that it? Obvious. Obvious. What's this? Is that it? What's this? Obvious.
Come at me. We won't hold back.
Similarly, Edelgard won't even use her Raging Storm multi-hit combo on me unless I reduce my own defense to allow her to do so.
This battle is your last.
Even Edelgard couldn't do damage unless I let her. But there was still one challenge left, Nemesis. With his 10 elites buff up, his offensive power stands head and shoulders above every other physical damage dealer in the game, and I decided to give myself some handicaps when facing him. Alright, so here's the challenge. Can I beat Nemesis on Maddening, new game, without killing the 10 elites first, so he has plus 30 to all of his stats, with a Fortress Knight? And for stretch goals,
You lack the courage to challenge me in lone combat.
can I do it solo? Can I do it without taking any risks of getting myself killed? So, no Miracle, no Pavis, no banking on evasion. Can I do it with no gambits? And can I do it without using any unsupporting mechanics? So those would be things like using Luna to ignore his resistance, or using Windsweep or Fallen Star to avoid taking counterattacks. And if I can't do those things, how close can I get? That's the challenge. So I'm going to show Nemesis' stats here to prove that this is still Maddening mode Nemesis with plus 30 stats. It's not like I did a bait and switch in the cut so that I'm playing on normal mode or anything. He's the real deal.
Still the king.
Feeble creature, prepare to die.
No effect? So Nemesis is invincible.
And it might seem like Balthus is invincible too. Nemesis has 111 attack, we have 113 protection, so he can't damage us with his normal attack. But there's something interesting going on here, and that's defense can only reach 99, even if with like defiant bonuses and King of Grappling it should be higher. And that means problems, because Nemesis has a combat art. And what a combat art it is. Nemesis' unique combat art, Heaven's Fall, is the most damaging attack in the entire game. How damaging is it? It's a little bit tricky to figure out. It says it gives might plus 10, and then might increases based on unit's magic, which is sort of a vague statement. I did the math for it, and it turns out that that's another plus 21. So that means that this combat art gives plus 31 might, and that brings Nemesis' total attack power to a deadly 142. And Nemesis also has the Crest of Flames, and if that procs, that's another plus 5 might for 147 total attack power. Because defense is capped at 99, the highest possible protection you can get is 113 on New Game or 115 on New Game Plus. That means that zeroing out the damage from this attack is completely out of the question. So, it seems impossible to reliably tank from 25% HP. Even with maximum protection, Nemesis would deal about 29 damage with a normal hit, and even with Raphael's HP cap, which is the highest in the game, that's only 114. And you'd need 120 just to survive a normal hit from low HP. And this thing has an 87% crit chance, which means more likely than not, I'd still get got by a crit. So what about tanking it from full HP? Well, there's a problem with that too. Getting to 99 defense without Defiant defense is much harder, so you end up taking more damage. And when, not if you get crit, that could still mean you die even from full HP. So the big question I had to answer was, could Heaven's Fall be survived reliably? To survive, I was going to need to make some changes. It was pretty clear that in order to keep Nemesis from regenerating all of the damage I dealt him, I was going to need to be able to reliably break his shields and hit him, so I replaced Axe Fair with hit plus 20, because I needed the accuracy more than the extra damage. Defiant Defense and Defiant Strength were going to be completely useless to me since I was going to be at full HP almost the entire time. So I replaced Defiant Defense with an ability that would actually help me survive, and in this case the best defensive ability available to me, HP plus 5. And then I replaced Defiant Strength with another defensive option, Defensive Tactics of all things. Now, even if I could come up with a way to survive Heaven's Fall once, it only cost 3 durability, and the Dark Creator Sword had 30. That meant I would need to go 10 rounds against Nemesis, and at almost 90 damage a crit, Battalion Endurance was going to be an issue. My battalion gave me 8 protection, and I really couldn't afford to have it retreating on me. If Nemesis crit me after it retreated, Balthus was going to die. Even with defensive tactics, it still wouldn't be enough. If Nemesis crit me 10 times, my battalion is still going to run away before he runs out of durability on the Dark Creator Sword. But then I realized I could use Nemesis' own high speed and accuracy against him. If I attacked him on player phase, he was guaranteed to hit me twice, which was going to cost him 2 more durability. By doing that, I could get him to spend 5 durability a turn instead of 3, and I only needed to survive 6 turns instead of 10. Defensive tactics should ensure that I survived 6 turns, if I could find a way to take less damage.
To give this a go.
And he is ready to be baited. So, the time has come to do that. What I could do here is use Impregnable Wall on Constance,
Sunshine.
and then have her attack him with bolting to lure him out. I know I said no gambits. Since this doesn't actually impact the battle at all, I'm going to bend the rules a little bit here, just to keep her alive. It's not necessary. I could sacrifice her here, but I don't want to be that mean.
Feeble creature, prepare to die.
So, as you can see, 0 might, 0 hit. It was never going to work.
No effect? So Nemesis, he's invincible.
But now Nemesis is active, and also this activates, I think, like 4 of his allies. So I should be able to hopefully
What's
bait
my
them where I want
strategy?
them. If I move my units around just right
Onward.
Guide me well.
and pull Nemesis into the corner and trap him. And then have the rest of the army hopefully deal with all of the paladin, 2 heroes, and I think there's a mortal savant. Yep. Right. Alright, so sometimes Nemesis doesn't move here. Usually if I have my units clustered just like this, he does. And the nice thing about this configuration is this space right here is a space I can put Balthus in order to get him. So I'll put Balthus there. I will rally his defense, which is very important. I need the rally in order to get my defense up high enough to safely handle this. I guess I'll move him a little bit closer just in case I need rally next turn too. And then I'll move Flame and Byleth adjacent to him. Assassin Flame is a really funny build, but it's actually pretty good. The reason that I'm using it is Flame has Lily's Poise, which means adjacent allies take 3 less damage, and Assassin gives her Stealth, which means that enemies that can attack another ally that's in their range will go for them instead of the Assassin. So in this case, Nemesis won't ever attack Flame. He'd instantly kill her if he did, but he'll go for Balthus instead because she's an Assassin, and that means she can safely give him the 3 damage reduction. And Byleth is basically doing the same thing. Also an Assassin, so has Stealth as well. But it's giving Balthus the Sacred Power buff, which not only does cause him to take 3 less damage, it also makes him deal 3 extra damage, which is marginal, but kind of nice. And then Nemesis is coming this way, so I probably want to get Marianne and Constance out of here. I'll also move Sylvain a little bit, just because. And that should do it for this turn. Here comes the first Nemesis attack. It's not a crit, which is nice. He crits more often than he doesn't. And even if he had crit there, I would still have lived, so that's good. I actually am managing to tank Heaven's Fall. Alright, so I'm going to bait him over here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need someone to rescue Sedith, or draw him back, or some kind of reposition him if I do this. But I need to do it because I need to rally Balthus' defense. It's probably best to go here. I could put Balthus right in the way. I'll think about that. Alright, so Marianne does have drawback, and so does Constance. So I guess we'll just do that. And then move her a little bit closer to where this paladin's gonna come from. And then I will move Balthus here and have him heal himself. Healing Focus is a really nice combat art. And then we'll have Byleth up here and Zanya here, and now he should be safe. Still hasn't crit me, which is improbable, but very nice. Now once I deal with these enemies that are going to be coming down and attacking me, I'll have the units free that I can start using them to heal Balthus on player phase, and then I can start attacking. So Every time Nemesis uses Heaven's Fall, he loses 3 weapon durability, which means he can do it 10 times. But if I start attacking him on player phase, he'll double me, and he'll always hit, so that means he's guaranteed to lose 2 more durability, which means I only need to survive 6 turns instead of 10. Which makes surviving this a whole lot easier without having my battalion run away on me. So the Mortal Savant is here, and I really don't like him, so I should probably do something about that. I can't reach. So I'm not allowed to kill Gloucester, so I have to keep that in mind. I think if I go Luna Lysithea, then Dance Lysithea, I can take care of this. Could also probably go some Miasma and Dance. Claude is a dancer, and the reason for that will become clear later on. I actually don't think I need to move to hit from here. Yeah. My Scythia has Thyrsis, so ridiculous range, as is usual for her.
I will not die yet.
Alright, so that's that, and then I don't... Oh, I guess the Paladin can actually reach me. I didn't expect he would be able to through the swamp. That's okay, though. Because I can hit him with Banshee. Probably. 82% chance. Alright, that buys me a turn to deal with that. And then over here we have to get Balthus into position so that we can rally him. I'm gonna move Byleth here. Balthus heal himself. And then I'll move Flame here, and then I should be able to rally Incanto safely across these rocks with Sethith. And then I will move Marianne up towards here in case we need additional firepower to deal with the 2 heroes that are going to be coming. And I think I might be able to do a hit and run with Constance here. Sagittae. Now if I don't kill him, he's probably going to be healed. That's not a bad thing though, because that is fewer heals for Nemesis to use against me. I'd have to go with Sylvain if I was going for the kill, so I don't think I will. I think I'll just wait till next turn. So far so good on the crits. Alright, there go some heals. It's kind of unclear to see what's happening with support animations turned off, but there are a couple of bishops that can actually heal pretty much anywhere on the map. This is one of them. He's got 5 physic uses left. There's also Gloucester. There's 1 left. And I believe that Daphne also has Fortify, which she tends not to use until the very end of the map in most cases. So we are definitely going to take care of this one. And if I check Nemesis' range, we should be safe to do it from below. So about 100 fire. No crit. That's okay, all we have to do is follow up, and we should be all set. Maybe we have to follow up more than once. Don't think I want to do that with Sylvain because he'll be a little bit too close for comfort. But we can do this with Constance.
Only I I shall know how you died here.
And we'll clear the space, and then we can go for a Lysithea flyby. Actually, we don't even need to go that far because she has really good range. It's kind of annoying to have to deal with all these enemies when I mainly want to deal with Nemesis, but I guess that's just the way the map is. And I'll do them faster by dancing Lysithea.
You lost that one. I aspire to be my best.
Alright, so there's one more hero to deal with, and then we are all set. Let's see. We have not used status rally, so we'll do that.
Good one.
So that gets Balthus' defense up to 92, and his protection up to 106. So we still have some threat from being hit by the Dark Creator Sword. Before you count the 6 damage reduction from the auras of Byleth and Flame and then the forest. But it works out to be higher total than if I just went for the 99 cap defense. And then we will have him heal himself. Or will we? I might be able to get him to full HP with Marianne. With a healing staff.
Thanks, Belle.
Okay, so we are going to be able to attack on player phase this turn, which is very good. Although we might have to move. So I don't want to let Nemesis get onto the stronghold because that could be no good. I think if I put Flame here, Byleth here, and Balthus here, we can cage him in without exposing anyone. So I will do that. And I'm pretty sure that it is still safe to move. That's a problem. Alright, so I actually can't safely attack him this turn because I can't get Byleth into the space that I need before attacking, and I can't afford to take any damage from him. So we're just gonna wait. But that's okay. We have time. It's only turn 36. Alright, that is a crit. 78 damage. That hurt. But I'm still alive. Battalion took a lot of endurance damage though. So I really do need to get that durability down. And I guess we will finish this one off with Scythia. That way while they're moving.
That helps.
This should be the end of the additional enemies.
I've got no time for mercy.
We are now all clear. So I should probably move Balthus back to his forest.
Still the king.
Probably use an elixir because he can't heal himself to full. Not when he gets crit anyway. It's just too much damage. And then we can move Happy and Marianne over here to heal at range. We'll get Felix out of here. And back Leonie off too. She won't really be able to contribute much. And we will, of course, continue the rallying. So that way Balthus doesn't die on us. I believe this is the way. little bit more. So we only have 13 uses left to get through, and we haven't died yet. So far, so good. Alright, so... I don't think there's a great way for me to actually attack him on player phase unless I heal and then heal again. So that's not going to be enough. Marion might be able to get him there.
I owe you one.
So we will heal with Marianne, then we will go for the attack on player phase, and then we'll heal with Happy to get rid of the 4 damage he's going to take. Or however much damage it might be. Should be 4. It might be 12. 6. 3. It was 3. Golden blocks him in, and now he'll heal.
Thanks, Belle.
And that should leave him with 11 durability left. Great. And there's another crit. So definitely a good thing we're getting his durability down faster, because he can only tank, I think, like 8 crits. At absolute most, even with defensive tactics, before your battalion breaks, and if that happens, then you end up in trouble. So he's going to need an elixir. I think I'm going to move him back into this position. I waited with him. I should not have done that. I'm gonna need to rewind that.
Still the king.
Alright, I used the elixir this time. He is now
Onward.
safe. As long as
Guide
I
me
remember
well.
rally.
Another death.
I'll cut through.
We'll move this a little bit further
Chapter
away.
ready.
Start moving Claude down. Alright, he didn't crit. As you can see, our battalion is in the red, so we desperately need to get through the last of this durability. He can only use Heaven's Fall one more time, so battalion won't break when he uses it, so that is very good for us. I'm going to rally with Seteth,
I owe you one.
and then I'm going to go for the player face attack just to break his weapon, and that will make things much easier. I'm going to need to heal
I'll do my
Marianne.
best.
I owe you one. Yeah.
Here goes another 2 durability. And I
Why
can
not?
easily heal that damage off.
Thanks, Belle.
What's my strategy?
And this is the final Heaven's Fall. If we do this, we've broken Nemesis' weapon, and we're ready to move on to actually trying to kill him, instead of just trying to not die ourselves. Great, battalion didn't break, so we should be pretty safe from his attacks. And I'm just going to
Still the king.
off this here in order to set up the trap. It's going to assault troop him. It's okay.
I owe you one.
I don't actually need to use Physic here because Assault Troop won't do any damage,
Thanks, pal.
but why not? I don't need to rally either because Crystal Flames can't proc on gambits, but good habits.
Resist.
It's okay. The splash damage hitting Violet there can't kill.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use Healing Focus. And we'll let him use his Assault Troop. Now, that will do surprisingly significant damage because we have been rattled, and that means that our massive defense gets massively reduced. I could potentially do something about that if I had a Restore Stave, which I don't think is on anyone's list. Check happy already. I think Linhart and Mercedes have it, so I think I'm just gonna have to take the damage. That's fine though. It won't kill me. Oh right, rattled resets. So it was just one. And now
Good one.
I can rally Balthus, and he won't take any damage if he attacks Nemesis. He does need to do damage to actually break his legendary Strong King, so I'm going to use Armored Strike with a Training Axe here. And from here on out, I essentially
I may not survive.
will simply have Nemesis trapped here. And I have given up a little bit of defense by moving Flame down here to pin him in place, but that also lets me use Claw to dance so that Balthus can at least sort of solo Nemesis here. He uses one attack to break a shield, and then we can follow up with something pretty powerful. Now, I need to do at least 22 damage, or else he'll just out-regen the damage that I do. So I actually need a slightly stronger axe. Or I need to get down to low HP, and at low HP, Balthus's offensive power grows because of the King of Grappler's personal ability. Either of those is fine. I think Silver X Plus will end up doing the same damage. And I want to conserve the uses of the expensive weaponry here because there are still a bunch of physics in play which haven't been spent, so any damage I do to Nemesis is going to be healed. So I don't want to, waste like a Frey Krugel just doing damage that's going to be healed anyway. So I think once I recover from being rattled, I'll be able to do enough damage to force them to heal. So Legendary Strong King also procs on enemy phase, which means that it is impossible to damage Nemesis on enemy phase. He can only be damaged on player phase and only after you attack him and deal damage. If you do an ability which doesn't do any damage to him, which is going to be most things with 84 protection, it actually doesn't even break the shield. You have to do damage. But luckily, Armored Strike with the Training Axe does that. I could also use, like, the Devil Axe. I'm not going to, because he's still doing damage to me because he has his Battalion, which gives him +6 attack. And he has potential to proc crests, which is just enough to do a little bit of damage to me. So if I get myself down to like 1 HP with the Devil Axe, I could be in trouble.
Thanks, pal.
And we will go in with the Silver Axe, and we'll do 32 damage, which means that he'll have to use physics to heal. He can't even hurt me anymore. I survived the worst of it, now it's just running him out of heals and then running him out of HP. I don't even need to rally at this point. If I do, I guess I can start using the Devil Axe. I think it also increases the damage that I will be dealing with Armored Strike by like 1.
Worthless.
Doing.
Yep, so that was a physics use. You can't really see, the bishops are off screen, so it's tough to tell that that's what's going on.
I owe you one.
So I will use rally here. And then I suppose I could just attack with the Devil Axe. As long as I don't get down to like 20 HP or below, I'm probably safe. Because there's a chance he could double crit with Best Proc, which would be like 6 damage times. No, maybe I should stay above 40 HP.
I owe you one.
Because I think it might be like 36 damage. But once I get his battalion to retreat, I can just go ham. Which, hitting him with Armored Strikes for 33 damage is going to do eventually.
I didn't even know I cared this much.
So we have Gloucester. He's got no physics left. And this guy has 5 left. So that's what we're waiting to deplete.
Worthless. Forgiveness.
Gloucester doesn't have any weapons because I walled him with Marianne earlier, so he's just here. I can't kill him because then Nemesis loses stats and that counts as challenge failure. But I don't need to. I can just let him do his thing. 95% hit rate with the Devil Axe on Nemesis is really nice. Because it does enough damage to break his shield, and that conserves some durability. It also is slowly getting me down to low HP so that I get the bonus 6 strength. But I don't want to actually use it with Armored Strike because I'll burn out its durability really fast. And Balthus has the Crest of Chevalier, which means that he heals when he hits sometimes, and that negates his buff. So keeping him at low HP requires that I kind of maintain the Devil Axe, have it on
Cards
hand.
can't get much bigger.
+1 strength is very welcome. And I guess it makes sense at this point to have the Devil Axe on enemy phase. Don't think rallying hurts, and I'm pretty sure I can just leave Seteth here now. physics left. Oops. 4. Alright. Slowly but surely. It is pretty funny to see him just do no damage.
Good one.
This is the strongest enemy in the game, and I have reduced him to this.
Thanks, pal.
This is kind of annoying, so I'm going to take fetters off of Claude, so that way I don't have to deal with Kanto. And there's another arm strike. There's 3 physics left. There's the healing. So I'll have to use the devil axe to get that undone. Nemesis' battalion is in the red. Still hasn't withdrawn yet. Going with the devil axe. Shield. Take some damage. Can't deal any damage to us. Most of the damage will come from ourselves at this point. In fact, all of it should. Let's see. We have Claude. We need him to dance.
I owe you one.
And then I think we break the Silver Axe Plus this time. There we go. Finally got his battalion to withdraw. And we'll switch to the Devil Axe so that we get our HP down a little further. And just put that away. He's running out of physics.
I owe you one.
And it should be safe for me to take myself down to 1 HP at this point. I did miss, so that means I won't be doing any damage this turn.
Thanks, pal.
But I can still use the Devil Axe, get my HP down a little bit further. Or, I guess I didn't miss. I didn't follow. It's alright. I can afford to make some mistakes at this point, as long as I don't waste too much weapon durability.
Still the king.
should. I missed and I didn't notice. I believe we have one physic left. 2. Okay. Put the axe exalt in there. Just to conserve uses a little bit. Although, I guess the devil axe is also viable. It has high attack power, so I could use armored strike with it. Alright, breaks the shield. And there's another Nemesis crit. So, dance. Use the armored strike combat art. I should probably rally first, just to get a little bit of extra.
Good one.
And it should just have to music left. Now, if it was easier to get in here, in this zone full of 10 elites, and just kill this bishop, I definitely would. Unfortunately, it proves to be a little bit more than I could handle, so I have resorted to the strategy of attrition in order to get him down. I guess I'll go with the Iron Axe. Hey, I do damage with an Iron Axe against Nemesis. That's interesting. I wonder if I can beat him up with a training axe.
Timing.
I can. I might do that later. So, first we need to get him below. He did more than 22 HP damage, so that should burn his last physic. That's this right. And he's not gonna do damage. And we're not gonna do damage. A lot of interesting stuff happening on enemy phase here. And that's it. That should be the last physic. So now we can actually start doing damage to him. It took a while to get here, but we're finally ready to start beating him up. So, I guess I'll just attack with the training axe. It's guaranteed to hit and break the shield. It does do damage, which is humiliating and hilarious at the same time.
Thanks, pal.
I love how embarrassing this build is to Nemesis. Alright, so that's 45 damage. Heal a little bit. I don't like seeing healing because I have to switch to the Devil Axe in order to get rid of it. So another thing I could have done is I have the Axe of Yukon Lasara. What I could have done, and did not have the presence of mind to think of, is while I was whittling down Nemesis's uses of the Dark Creator Sword, I could have equipped that and it would have given me a little bit of extra free healing at the start of every turn. Finally got damage to stick. He's starting at 84 this time. We want to do damage to each other. But I'll do damage to myself with a Devil Axe. So we don't do a combat art first. First we just go in with a training axe. Break your shield. He can't touch us. And then, like, I don't really need to rally. Could.
Timing.
I guess I'll rally for the extra damage.
Good one.
I guess I'll go in with... Sorry, I have Freykugel on Violence, so I will use that instead. I will want to trade that off to make sure I conserve uses, because this is a very valuable weapon. 51 damage. Pretty good. So we got 33 HP left. We might do this. Guess I'll go for the training axe. It's not like I really accomplish anything by attacking during enemy phase other than maybe getting my HP down with the Devil Axe. And no damage versus no damage. I am kind of surprised he misses and his accuracy is just that low, even though he has a broken weapon. 122 hit. I only have 23 avoid, so... Oh, it's the forest. It's because I'm in a forest that he's actually missing me. That makes sense. I wouldn't expect an armor knight to be particularly dodgy. So, broken.
Thanks,
I'm
pal.
gonna go for the Freykugel attack, I think. Oh, might as well fully min-max this. Now, Armor Strike Freykugel. Take him down 10 HP at a time. I think Daphne's using Fortify at this point. We can check that. Nope. So that's still in play and might be used to bring it back up. I have to trade away the Freykugel so I get the full uses and I don't miss one. Because it's durability is a multiple of 4. So fun fact, this bishop has Abraxas. If he wanted to use it, it would kill Balthus right now, but he's not programmed to use it. He doesn't know he has it. So he's just gonna come and chill down here with Gloucester, and it's fine.
Worthless.
Timing. Good one.
Really close. I don't think it's possible. I kind of want to kill him with the training axe. But it's almost certainly going to be faster and better to just do it with Freykugel. I think I can kill him this turn with Freykugel. Or technically next turn, since this is enemy phase. He just got healed. I think his regen activates on enemy phase. Maybe he double regens? I'm not exactly sure what triggers it. But maybe there is another bishop. I don't think Lamine has any healing. Might be regen. Anyway, there is a little bit of extra HP out there. He's at 63 HP now. So I can't actually kill him with Freykugel, but I'm still chipping him down slowly. Just to make sure I do as much damage as possible. I'll use Rally Defense, which increases the damage of Armored Strike. But the extra healing that he's getting from wherever he's getting it from is going to drag things out a little bit longer. That's okay. We've made it this far. What's a few more turns against an enemy who can't defend? Trade away Freykugel. That way we don't miss this last use of it. Second regeneration there. I think he's gonna get another 22 at the start of my turn. That might just be his regen. It might actually be 44. But yeah, I think that's what's going on. I'm a little bit unclear on what the timings is for when these guys end up using Physic if I wasn't doing 44 damage. Something's going on here that I don't fully understand. I'll probably review the footage and explain it. This is going to break Impregnable Wall, which is unfortunate, but it will leave him with 5 HP before his regen kicks in.
Good one.
So here is the last of our relic weapon. Oops, no gambits. Gambits aren't allowed. Alright, we're still below half health, so I still keep my +6 strength, which is nice. So there's 5 health left. Freykugel woke though, so that is a little bit unfortunate. I'm gonna give him... Actually, I don't want to give him the Axe of Convisar. It's good. It's not as strong as the Devil Axe, and it will heal him, which might cause him to lose his bonus from being at low HP to damage at this point, so... Oh, right, I was going to take Freykugel and put it in the top one. Not that it particularly matters, it's just orderly. It's the orderly thing to do. Here's a crit, it won't do anything. There's an attack that didn't do anything. Here's another crit. Nemesis keeps trying. He tries so hard, but he can't actually do anything. He's at 49. I might need this extra point of damage. I'm not 100% sure. So we could break the shield. And he did nothing to us. And then we're going to dance again. And then we're going to go for the Armored Strike. I think the Devil Axe Plus is the strongest. And if we hit that's a kill. But there's a 15% chance we don't hit. And there it is.
My arms can't get much bigger.
It's kind of funny that the MVP isn't Balthus. But anyway, there it is. Soloing Nemesis. Well, sort of soloing. Having only one character do the actual fighting. Nemesis on the hardest difficulty with the 10 elites still alive with a Fortress Knight.